Hello and welcome to my video selfie on ergonomic aids, and in particular I am going to be talking about creatine supplements and the human growth hormone. Firstly, creatine is found naturally in animal foods and in the liver. It is made up of basic amino acids as demonstrated by this Lego block. For those of you that don't do biology, amino acids are the basic building blocks of proteins. As amino acids join together by peptide bonds, you eventually get long chains of amino acids, and looking at one that I've made earlier, you get one like this. And this can be creatine, for example, and creatine is stored in the muscles, like that. However, don't get confuzzled. Creatine is not a protein. It does lack the complexity to be a protein. It is just made up of long chains of amino acids. But you don't need to worry about that much detail. That's just a bit of a wow. Creatine is stored in small amounts in the muscles as phosphocreatine, and it's used to resynthesize ATP. Creatine can be taken either as powder in a drink form, or it can be taken as tablets. Consumed as well like a drink, just like you normally take medication. Tablets is a more common form to find creatine supplements, and athletes take creatine in their diet because it increases their PC levels, and they aim to increase the efficiency of their ATPC system. Creatine is made readily available on the high street in stores such as GNC and Holland & Barrett. It is also found on the internet, so if you're lazy and can't be bothered to cycle there or get a car there, then you can also order it in store, and some fat bloke in a van can come deliver it for you. However, the effects are a bit exaggerated by these stores on what creatine can actually achieve, because after all they are trying to make a bit of money out of you. You'll be glad to know that creatine is legal, so you can take it if you really want to. It's surprisingly legal because it does show that it does increase performance, so it's a bit of up and down of whether it should be or should not, as performance can take it and it could benefit them more than others or put them at a better advantage. However, if you take it, you don't have to worry about the rozzers coming down and breaking your door, which is always good. Scientists have done some research into this, and they do suggest that high levels of training is taken alongside the consumption of creatine. Otherwise, it could cause an excessive amount of body mass, and to be honest, it's not that desirable, especially if you're an athlete trying to get fit for the summer, or just trying to get fit for personal use. Moving on to my second ergonomic aid, which is the human growth hormone, or HGH. It is produced naturally in the pituitary gland in the brain, which is this little red dot here for you. And this hormone allows the body to grow and develop from young and small to big and old. However, this hormone can also be produced synthetically, and athletes can do take this synthetic version to either substitute or complement anabolic steroids. And this is because together it stimulates muscle growth. You look like that, or like Mr. Blount, or like Mr. Greenfield when he's not training for these marathons. Crazy man. It also increases blood sugar levels, blood glucose levels. Sorry, more glucose in the blood means there's more energy, more fuel readily available to be synthesized into ATP. You can naturally optimize the secretion of HGH through several ways of getting some good sleep, not that kind of sleep, this kind of sleep. Good night's sleep does you the world of good. You can also eat healthily. The food pyramid. Right amount of proteins, fats, sugars, carbohydrates, fibres and some water. That will help you naturally increase your HGH levels. And also, if you attend regular exercise, these three things will help you increase your natural secretion of HGH. And there are many benefits of increasing this, of increasing your secretion of the natural human growth hormone. It can reduce many health risks, such as joint pain, as illustrated in the main areas of your knees, your elbows, your shoulders and your hips. It can reduce hypertension, which is basically sustained long-term high blood pressure, and it reduces diabetes. However, taking the synthetic version of HGH makes you susceptible to these health risks, which is bad, real bad. Also, on a bad note, wherever I've put my little here it is. It is against the law to use the synthetically produced HGH in the use of sport. So, it's illegal and you shouldn't do it. However, it is undetectable after 1 day. So, there is great temptation by athletes to take this substance because it can increase their muscle growth, it makes them a better performer, it increases their performance. Why not take it? Especially if you don't get detected after 1 day. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Only 7 minutes long, but I think I've covered everything. Any questions, post me Edmo to me.